The evil is mine.
Guys, I guess we can say welcome to Alexa's playground.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
It sounds ridiculous, guys, but Alexa Bliss is seemingly invulnerable since she embraced the darkness. I mean, she's turned her back on her former allies, except for that Lily doll. The same Lily doll that's right underneath your chair.
What? Are you serious right now? You scared me, Corey.
Byron, is the old Alexa still in there?
I mean, I'm kind of wondering, but I don't really want to find out myself. And she seems happy.
She's also about to turn the ring into her own personal playground.
Byron, you better run. Because I heard the Empress of Tomorrow doesn't like you.
Oh, no.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
Well, many would say Asuka had one of the best women's matches in WrestleMania history against the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
I agree with that point, Saxton, but it still eats at Asuka that her undefeated streak ended that night.
Yeah, so guess what? Tonight she can take out her WrestleMania frustrations. In over 914 days without a loss in NXT and WWE.
Well, she was once one of the sweetest. She's now one of the meanest.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Hey, despite what you think about Bayley, there's no denying what she's accomplished. The first Grand Slam champion in the women's division. And there's also no denying that Bayley has no problem stepping on anyone along the way.
Because Bayley thanks herself for all of her accomplishments, and you can't argue with the results. Bayley knows how to win.
Corey, you think she can be great on commentary with you?
I have my doubts, but let's just have Bayley stick to the ring where she's at her best. I mean, this table already has its role model.
Thank you. Here comes the man. The WWE Universe on its feet for Becky Lynch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, the man never stops running her mouth, but she's got a bad habit of backing it up.
One of the most determined competitors in all of WWE. Becky Lynch began her career as the last kicker, and now Becky Lynch is simply the man. is the total package of women's wrestling. The Glamazon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You know, Beth Phoenix, one of the most powerful and intimidating women to ever compete in WWE.
You're absolutely right. It truly doesn't matter what kind of competitor you fancy yourself. When you lock eyes with the Glamazon, your first thought is retreat.
The youngest Hall of Fame inductee in the history of WWE. Oh, you're looking at the future right here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Here's Bianca Belair putting the EST in WrestleMania.
You could not ask for a better WrestleMania debut than that of Bianca Belair. After winning the Royal Rumble, she challenged Sasha Banks in the main event of WrestleMania and won the SmackDown Women's title.
She's a woman who thrives in high-pressure situations. Her first one-on-one women's match at WrestleMania was the main event.
We're expecting another WrestleMania moment for the EST tonight.
Australian duo known as the Iconics.
And her partner, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay.
Did you guys get a chance to look over Billie Kay's resume?
I did.
Pretty impressive, right?
You know what, Saxton? I was so impressed, I actually recommended Billie Kay for your job.
Well, let's not take it that far.
You don't have to be impressed for that. Billie Kay, extremely beautiful, extremely dangerous.
Byron, I talked to Billie Kay about you, and her quote was, "He's too dumb to function." I find that hard to believe. Listen, I didn't say it. I was just repeating what I was told by my source.
Good journalist.
Who will truly show us the way.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Way, from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
This woman's held the NXT Women's Tag Team titles alongside her quote-unquote daughter, Indi Hartwell. Interesting, unique relationship, but effective no matter how you look at it. One of the best high-flying women in all of WWE.
But now Candice LeRae has added a level of ruthlessness that comes with joining the Way.
Self-proclaimed most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Self-proclaimed. Cole, would you listen to yourself? I'm sitting right here. I'm making the proclamation. We are all witnessing the most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Corey, you're a bit biased.
So, at least he admits it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
Carmella's proven herself as one of the most talented in-ring competitors. But according to Carmella and Corey, she's also the best looking.
According to many people, Cole, you clearly just don't speak to the right people.
Well, Byron told me she wasn't best looking.
Why are you being a snitch, Michael?
Would you take the advice on whiskey from someone who's never had a drink? I don't think so. Gone are the days of moonwalking. The trash talking remains, and let's be honest, I think we were all a little bit over the dance break thing.
Hey, I miss those dance breaks.
Here comes the queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
You know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego could be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
She's got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on road duty.
I didn't get that memo.
A once-in-a-lifetime talent. Here comes Chyna.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making her way to the ring from Redondo Beach, California, the Night Wonder of the World, Chyna!
If you've followed the career of Chyna, you've seen on many occasions she's been a very powerful ally to some.
Yeah, but more often than not, Chyna is a very dangerous enemy. I'm excited for the upcoming display of athleticism we're going to get from Chyna.
Yeah, how about the truly unmatched strength of Chyna? Chyna's opponent is going to have her hands full.
Gentlemen, are you ready? I think Dakota Kai is about to get her kick.
I see what you did there. Look at that intimidating scowl. Byron, you look scared.
I am scared.
And her opponents, first, from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai!
You know, she's really defined her career at TakeOver.
A member of the first ever team to win the Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic back at TakeOver Vengeance Day.
Kai also betrayed her former best friend, Tegan Nox, in the first ever War Games match.
That's where we began to see the real Dakota Kai. I have a feeling there's more success in store tonight.
Brooke is in action.
And their opponents first, from Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke, certainly one of the hardest workers in the women's division. Always trying to learn new skills and techniques to better her game.
There's no doubt she has beauty, there's no doubt she has power, but she also has brains.
did you guys know that Dana Brooke has never lost a match on the same day that Byron Saxton had a date? Really? That's right. Amazing. Byron, when was your last date? On your business. Exactly.
The War Goddess.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
A woman who reinvented herself with her return to NXT and found a compelling ally in Shotzi Blackheart, winning the women's tag team titles. Ember Moon always game, always ready, always focused. The first competitor to ever win both the women's title and women's tag team titles in NXT. Something tells me Ember's Raw is about to be served tonight.
Shirai, one of the best women high flyers in history.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Io Shirai, the genius of the sky in the rarefied air of NXT TakeOver.
Who could forget the night that Io Shirai won the NXT Women's title at NXT TakeOver in your house in 2020?
Successful TakeOver title defenses against Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae, and Toni Storm.
The genius of the sky preparing to take flight.
Well, she's scary, all right. The Queen of the Scots.
And the best high flyer in the women's division.
Oh, some will say that.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Glasgow, Scotland, Kay Ray.
I cannot believe that this woman was actually NXT UK Women's Champion for 649 days. That's ridiculous.
Oh, you better believe it, Michael. In fact, Kay Ray has referred to herself as the, quote, forever champion.
That's pretty incredible.
It is incredible.
Well, forever could all come to a screeching halt tonight.
Extremely arrogant and very disrespectful. I saw how this woman was talking to you, Byron.
Oh, thanks for standing up for me, Michael.
No, I actually liked it.
There's a reason she's one of NXT UK's most successful competitors.
The lady is here.
Set up straight, Saxton.
Okay, I am.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
Saxton, you ought to get a woman like Lacey Evans to keep you in line.
I'm good just the way I am. I'll tell you what, her questionable personality traits aside, Lacey Evans has had some pretty incredible victories against top talent like Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae.
A true lady with grace and confidence. How can you not love Lacey?
Look who's here!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Moscow, the Ravishing Russian, Lana!
Incredible heart. She never gives up.
Even after being put through tables for 9 consecutive weeks. But Lana's fighting heart will not be silenced.
Hey, I gotta admit, she inspires me.
To what, watch grass grow?
More than that, Corey. She inspires me.
Go on a date?
Hey, look, Lana inspires me to be my best self. She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
Here comes the self-proclaimed juvenile delinquent.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan!
WWE is her passion, used to wrestle with her brothers in their New Jersey backyard.
Liv Morgan has come a long way from those backyard competitions. One of the brightest stars in WWE's women's division. Here comes a powerhouse blonde bombshell.
And her partner, from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose!
Formerly God's greatest creation, right, Corey?
That's right. But even the man himself makes mistakes.
So judgmental, all because Mandy had a slight slip-up at WrestleMania, Corey. You fell out of love with her? No doubt the highest profile win for Mandy Rose when she defeated her former partner Sonya Deville in a loser leaves WWE match at SummerSlam.
Oh my goodness, it's France's greatest export.
She's actually French-Canadian.
Same thing.
Oh, gosh.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maurice!
We were recently in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Cole. I tried to marry every woman I met because they all sounded like Maurice.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Tremendous competitor in the ring. Of course, the wife to The Miz, but Maurice.
I like to refer to The Miz as Maurice's husband.
As successful as Maurice
I
has
love it
been.
when she does that.
She has a very questionable attitude.
Nothing to question.
The HBIC.
Head baddie in charge.
And Mia is always ready for a fight.
And from Fontana, California, Mia Yim!
Mia Yim with impressive performances in the first 2 Mae Young Classic tournaments.
Yeah, plenty of big match experience in NXT, competing at several NXT TakeOver events.
Ready to jump to that next level with a win here tonight. Multi-time champion Mickie James.
And her opponents, first, from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James!
A 6-time champion. this woman has accomplished in her career, and then talk about her all-time great rivalries with Trish Stratus and Beth Phoenix.
Well, Mickey's got a list of great matches a mile long, but let's talk about her 6 women's championships. Mickey has an opportunity tonight to make a little bit more history.
Hey, Michael, Corey.
What?
It's glow time!
I'm surprised you enjoyed this much, Saxton, seeing as how you're afraid of the dark.
Well, it's like having a nightlight, so it's okay.
Bring it to the top. The following contest is a submission match. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
Oh, yeah. I love this entrance. It's glow time, Corey.
Naomi is the first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal winner and one of the most spectacular athletes on the roster.
One of the most offensively creative superstars in all of WWE as well. How can you not bob your head, Corey, when Naomi comes out? How can you not get lost in the moment? Go ahead, Naomi, get it, girl.
From an unbiased broadcaster, Saxton.
Or just a grump.
The boat is here. The best of all time.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Product of the Hart family dungeon, carrying on the legacy of the legendary Hart family in sports entertainment. Natalya always ready to handle things inside the ring.
Now the daughter of Jim the Animal Neidhart, the niece of WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart.
She's got the power of her father and the finesse of her uncle. Maybe the most respected superstar. All right, I've been looking forward to seeing Nia beat someone up.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
The irresistible force on the grand stage, and it's nights like these that Nia Jax was born for.
Never has a theme song been more appropriate for one superstar.
Without a doubt, Nia Jax is not like most girls, and she's got a chance to show why here on the grand stage.
One of the most inspirational superstars around.
One of my personal favorites, almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H.
How appropriate, Saxton, because you're almost a commentator.
That wasn't funny for you.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H.
Listen, guys, I'll admit it. The change in attitude recently has brought Nikki A.S.H. a lot of success.
Wait, Corey, does that mean you're ready to jump on the bandwagon of Nikki A.S.H.?
Absolutely not.
The change in attitude of Nikki A.S.H. has certainly helped.
Oh, she's won the Money in the Bank, the Raw Women's Championship, and the Women's Tag titles.
I think we're going to see even more super heroics here tonight.
Byron, it just became iconic.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Byron, I was back in the locker room area earlier today, and I heard Peyton Royce imitating you.
Imitating me?
It was an unbelievable impersonation.
She does great impressions. Spot on, Byron Saxton. Oh, and by the way, she also handles her business inside the ring. A student of Lance Storm, Peyton Royce is absolutely incredible. Look at her, Byron.
Yeah, I can see her. Look, Peyton Royce, extremely talented. Her attitude, that's something else.
She's been nothing but sweet to me, Saxton.
A massive presence in the women's division.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
We are looking at a woman who simply towers over TakeOver.
Who could forget the impactful debut that Raquel Gonzalez made at TakeOver Portland?
Hey, she won in War Games. She won the inaugural Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. She ended Io Shirai's 304-day reign as Women's Champion. All at TakeOver. Hey, Byron, I think that there is a reckoning upon us.
I believe you are correct, and there is destruction to follow.
And from parts unknown, reckoning.
This is a woman with one clear mission: to destabilize the entire women's division.
You're absolutely right. Reckoning does not care if she wins as long as she hurts her opponents.
Have to imagine she'd enjoy winning, though.
Bad attitude right here.
Oh, that mask is scary.
Her opposition should be scared. Now the nightmare is real.
Rash, bold, and unashamed. Brutality has arrived.
And from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Well, the nightmare has come to WrestleMania.
Feels like yesterday that Rhea Ripley made her WrestleMania debut, becoming the first superstar to defend their NXT Championship at the Showcase of Immortals. That night, she did so against Charlotte Flair.
Well, how about WrestleMania 37 when Ripley called her shot, challenged Asuka, and defeated the Empress for the Raw Women's title?
I'm sure there are many more WrestleMania moments in store for the career of Rhea Ripley.
You know, some would call this confidence, others arrogance. That's the look on the face of Rhea Ripley.
What we do know is that Rhea Ripley is always prepared for any kind of fight.
It's boss time.
The standard, the blueprint, one of the most accomplished competitors in the women's division, period.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
You know, Sasha stole the show in her WrestleMania debut against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch.
Well, how about when Sasha Banks competed in a fatal four-way for the SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania 33, or a fatal five-way for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 36?
And for all her experience, Sasha lacks in the win department on the grandest stage of them all. Can she turn that all around? Tonight, we find out what the boss is truly made of. women's division in WWE.
This feared MMA grappler is always ready to fight.
And from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler.
Baszler will systematically break you down and enjoy every single second of it.
A lethal striker, an incredibly successful submission magician, mixed martial artist extraordinaire.
She holds the record for most women's Royal Rumble eliminations and women's Elimination Chamber eliminations.
It doesn't matter if she has one opponent or 29. In the ring or in a chamber, Shayna Baszler is always ready to fight. When the mouth guard goes in, the lights go.
Well, this is a true ballsy entrance.
And their opponents first, from Oakland, California,
Shotzi looks like she'd be sticky to touch.
Well, she was a finalist on WWE Tough Enough back in 2015, but was medically disqualified.
Fought hard to earn her way on the independent scene, recovered from that medical condition, and now she is right where she belongs, here in WWE.
Big following in the WWE Universe. Shotzi.
It's always better to follow a tank than have to face it.
Why don't you get up there and test that theory, Saxton?
Yeah, that's good.
Put your hair up and square up.
And from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Guys, Sonya Deville has become more shrewd ever since she betrayed Mandy Rose.
Well, Sonya's also proven to be great at both competing in the ring and asserting authority backstage.
Disciplined, driven. In fact, the day that Sonya Deville graduated high school, she packed up her car, drove down to South Florida, and began training full-time in mixed martial arts.
Oh, here comes WWE's Chief Brand Officer, the true authority around here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Greenwich, Connecticut, Stephanie McMahon.
I am so proud to call Stephanie McMahon my boss. She embodies everything a great leader should be. Grace, poise, dignity. And she's about to show the WWE Universe she can handle her business in the ring as well.
Some would say that perhaps her attitude leaves a little bit to be desired.
Well, then
I'm not me, I'm just saying.
Oh, get ready, guys. There ain't nobody meaner than Tamina.
And her partner from the Pacific Islands, Toni
times the title glory in WWE for over a decade.
Finally, Tamina would experience that crowning achievement, becoming one half of the women's tag team champions alongside a fellow veteran.
Well, here comes the girl with the shiniest wizard. A competitor that's shown she possesses tremendous heart from bell to bell.
A true inspirational superstar.
And her partner from the Welsh Valleys, Tegan Nox.
Tegan was betrayed by her former best friend Dakota Kai in the first ever women's War Games match.
All that says to me is that Tegan Nox simply isn't a very good best friend. Saxton? That was during the comment. Saxton?
Well, a feel-good story every time Tegan Nox competes. Lightning from down under.
She's held the NXT UK Women's Championship and was the 2018 Mae Young Classic winner.
And from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm has spent years honing her craft, carving her path to WWE by way of Australia. Time spent in Europe, even in Japan before arriving in NXT and making a mark.
Toni Storm tended to come up short in the past until she changed her attitude.
Yeah, Toni said no more waiting for opportunities and promptly threw herself right into the hunt.
This whole place is about to run on Toni time. A true pioneer, a Hall of Famer.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
You're looking at a woman who's ready to take on old and new schools alike.
Despite everything Trish Stratus has accomplished in her career, she is still inspired simply by competition.